Greetings to you all. This is Meten at Plutonic Planes. Give me a second. I'm going to stretch this out a little more because it was showing my screen last time, my back screen. So I will be doing the sun moving into gate 27. It's a Taurus gate. This will be April 22nd to April 27th. I'll be reviewing the energy for the next 5 days, up into the new moon when the sun will move into gate 24. And I'll share a little about 24 before I do a video in a couple of days for it. But this you should be getting Tuesday when this actually occurs. And today's Monday. And I'm titling it Heal Thyself, then with Heart, Heal Others. And I will delineate why I'm saying that. First, though, I'm going to share, you could see the image of the human design graph on the screen. And gate 27 is right here. It's the activation in the sacral center on the left-hand side, going in the direction of the spleen center. Now, this is the chart for tomorrow. You can see there's many activations by the personality side transits, and they're not creating any electromagnetic channels that together turn on two centers. So we have all the channels, all the centers open. And so we have a reflector chart. And the nodes are in their usual positions where they will be until June. And that's the 36th north node and the 6th south node. So what we're experiencing is relationships and the opportunities for transmutation and mutation through resolving conflicts. Gate 6 is about conflicts and discord, and gate 36 is the darkening of the light that is resolving emotional crisis. So that's the dominant theme until June. We're all experiencing that. And at this particular time in the last days of April up until the 27th, the sun in gate 27, now this is a tribal channel here. And this is a channel about the whole theme of this particular channel is about touch, needing to have physical interaction with the tribe. And this is a gate, in particular, gate 27, that is about nourishment, nurturing, and caregiving to others, as well as caretaking. In its lowest frequency, it's about selfishness and almost hoarding care for the self above anything else for the sake of survival. And then in its highest frequency, it's caregiving to others. In a mid frequency, I'd say it's about self-sacrifice, which proposes a calibration reaching balance. You know, we as humans in this survival tribal channel, like we need touch, we need connection with others, and we also need to preserve our own energy and share with others. But the imbalance of self-sacrifice is to do things for others, is to exert our energies for others in a codependent way, in a way that's not even asked for. Doing things for others is like some kind of compensation for some kind of hidden guilt within us. So we overdo, we overhelp, unrealizing that we're not really helping at all. Like we're just um, uh, and allowing someone else to really help and support themselves. Because true giving, achieved through a balance in the highest frequency of this gate, would be giving through the heart. And giving through the heart means that you're present for what's really needed, both for yourself and for the other. And this is a powerful concept because when you give from the heart, you're not necessarily diminishing your energy. You're not diminishing your light. You're actually sharing your light. And you're sitting in your own power and you're sitting with the other and you're allowing energy to transpire. And if someone needs to be heard, someone may just need to be heard, or they just may need touch, a hug, or actually observing someone else, listening to them and seeing them. Those are all aspects of true healing from the heart. And those are all really important because those are acts that we all need, because there are times where we need to be heard and there are times where we need to listen to others. There's an old song, I bring it up often. It's by Sammy Hagar. It's an 80s song called uh, Give to Live. And in the chorus of the song, he says, "You've got to give to live." So it's this returning theme that it seems that one of the highest frequencies of humans is to move in the direction of balance, and not a balance with a lowercase b, but with an uppercase B. In other words, attempting to meet others and meet oneself in a state of balance, enough heart for oneself and enough heart to connect with others. And this is the essence of this particular gate. And I'm going to look over my notes, see if there's anything else I'm missing. Um, the main, there's sometimes multiple definitions for particular gates. In this particular gate, we have uh, the title I'm using is nourishment. Now, of course, that could mean needs and nourishment of the body in terms of food, but it can also be with care and with love and with connection with others. And there's several different examples of how this energy can appear uh, in terms of relating with others. And as I was discussing, one is to give away your personal power and to give from a sense of obligation or quid pro quo, or which would be some kind of mutual beneficial exchange. And these are all low frequencies of exchange. These are all low frequencies in contrast to a higher nature of just sharing the heart and giving from your heart and allowing that from others, allowing yourself to be seen and to see. The reactive nature, I would imagine, would be like I think, glossing over like true connection with others and just sacrificing the self. As I was mentioning this before, instead of a true gratitude towards life, this would be like expressing like subtle traces of guilt within and compensating for that guilt that one feels within. In other words, it'd be like giving from an agenda of some kind. So this is in essence what this gate means. And for the next 5 days, it'll be important to observe the ways that you nurture yourself and to nurture others. And we'll be doing this in the context of the Pluto Mars, which is slowly eventually will fade into May, but it still has a lot of power. So do what you can to stay in balance and in ease, and not to take on the role of Pluto or Mars. The role of Mars might be being impatient, getting upset really easy, reacting. And the role of Pluto would be to responding to such intense reactions and telling people what they need to do, or exerting some type of control, or pushing for transformation in a really hard way. None of these will necessarily serve us. The best energy will be the sun in Taurus, the gate 27, which is to watch, observe, care, and calibrate your own needs. What feels good to you? What does not feel good to you? Where are your no's? Where are your yeses? From talking with people, I'm really observing how there's people really struggling with their boundaries right now, because a lot of people are just struggling in general with the energies, with the eclipse energies of March and the the continuing intensity that was April with so many things happening. But know that it's all calming down. May is going to be much calmer than what we've experienced in the last 2 months. Well, ever since January, really. And things are really in such a way that they appear to be chaotic, but really we're going to start to see how within this chaos there's an order that's going to become more and more apparent. And this is on the world scale as well, in terms of what new things are being done. And so just a little anticipation for, I think it's Friday's new moon. It's on the 28th will be the new moon. So that'll be, let's see, 20. So that'll be Saturday, Sunday. So the new moon, the sun is going to move into the next Taurus gate. It'll be gate 24. Now, gate 24 is a mental gate. It's a mental channel in the center. You can't see it in this image. It's a little higher up here. And that one's very interesting because if you've ever seen or know anyone with that active gate, gate 24, or the whole channel, it's a very repetitive, addictive, obsessive energy that just circles and circles and circles. And so it could be people getting stuck in the mind and getting stuck in loops. But really what we're looking at is the loops becoming spirals of creative vision. These activations in that individual channel right in the middle are very visionary, very intelligent people who have this particular channel and gates. And one wants to see the mind not loop, but spiral out with its creative input and its visionary input into projects in the world. And that's what I'll share and get deeper into for the next video. And then I'll be coming out Friday, Saturday, Thursday, more towards the new moon, which it will be in gate 24. All right, you guys, hopefully that was helpful to you. If there's questions or comments, feel free to share in the chat below, and like and subscribe if you would. And thanks so much.